I'm very excited to introduce our next supported candidate for the 7th Congressional District, who ran a tough campaign against the incumbent Danny Davis and got great support here in Oak Park. So I'm excited to introduce Kina, who's going to tell us a little bit more about why she's supporting Cate in this upcoming election.
Thank you so much, Aaron. And what a video for the candidate who will be the next village president of Oak Park. Cate, anybody, can you give me a thumbs up? Can y'all hear me okay? Okay. So my name is Kina Collins. I am a lifelong resident and current resident of the Austin community. Some of the folks who are on the chat or have joined us remember me from my congressional run in Illinois 7th Congressional District, which is a huge chunk of Oak Park. And let me tell you, if you were along for our campaign, you saw Cate there the entire way through, stomping on the campaign trail, but really connecting with Oak Parkers around the issues that really matter. And so I am so happy today to endorse Cate, to let all of you know that I'm all in for the Cate for Community campaign, and that it's time. The time is right to elect folks like Cate Readling into local government. And my entire thesis and impetus for all of the work that I'm going to do for these next 2 to 3 years is just helping local municipal elections, because local elections matter. We are seeing all across this country civil rights being gutted, communities, marginalized communities being left behind, and the voices of women and girls in the trans community, the LGBTQ community, not being realized in our local policy. And that's why I want to throw support behind Cate. Cate has a heart of service, but most importantly, she knows the issues and she knows the solutions that she's going to put forth to help Oak Park move forward and transform into a model of what we need across the state of Illinois. Bridging the gap, building coalitions, and understanding the policy is important to electing qualified and smart leaders, and that's Cate. The other night, I had the opportunity to be with the Readling family, and the youngest of the Readling family is John. And John was just seen at the end of that commercial telling you to vote for his mom, and nobody believes in Cate more than John. So I asked John while we were sitting there having a conversation, I said, John, what do you think about your mom running for office? He said, I think she's going to win. And I said, okay, well, John, how are you going to feel if your mom doesn't win? He said, no, she's going to win. So my point in telling that story and that anecdote is that we need everybody off the fence and on the ground. As you can see, 2 nights ago, Jacob Blake was gunned down by police officers. And what I heard all throughout my campaign was that some of the progressive ideals that we talk about are radical. What I think is radical is schools not being adequately funded. What I think is radical is environmental racism and injustice. What I think is radical is that this political system has been run by men for centuries. We are a campaign that are in community that are throwing support behind Cate, because we're going to shift the paradigm of what it means to lead, and lead with a strong moral compass. We're going to change what a leader looks like, not just in action and deed, but in physical appearance as well. We need women at the forefront. This is a historic race that's getting ready to take place in Oak Park, and my girl Cate is the one for the job. And so I'm super excited. I'm super thrilled to stand side by side with her. She's been on the ground heavy at these protests, on the front lines, standing by us, serving as an ally, serving as an aid of help when we need it. And now she's asking for our help. And she's qualified for the position. That's the one thing that I want to leave with all of you. If you had any question about who's most qualified for this seat, it's Cate Readling. So that means that because she's the most qualified progressive candidate that's running for this seat with inclusive policies, an inclusive team helping her get to the finish line, she needs you to donate. She needs you to help her raise money, to help her write postcards, to help her do those lit drops. And now more than ever, we need people to step up. And in the season of COVID-19, in this season of the liberation of Black lives, Dr. King told us that the moral arc of the universe is long and it bends towards justice. It also bends towards freedom. It bends towards equity. And the way that we get that arc is by all of us pulling our weight and helping to elect people like Kate. So tell your friends who couldn't make it, get them registered to vote, and let them know that the way that they could support this campaign is by donating to Kate and signing up on her website to become a volunteer. So I'm ready to do this. I hope you all are ready to do this. And congratulations, Kate, on what will be a historic win next year in the 2021 municipal elections in Oak Park. Thank you.